Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nirenstein, and this is Vehicle Virgins. If you missed yesterday's video, I bought a freaking ice cream truck. That's right, the new project car on the channel is an ice cream truck, and we're gonna either put an LS in it or maybe a Lamborghini V10, so make sure to check that out. Today's video, I am going to PLASTIDIP my Lamborghini. Now, I'm sure all of you have seen PLASTIDIP before. This video is not sponsored by them in any way. I was just curious. Now, Frankie behind the camera has had a lot of experience with PLASTIDIP. Having done some research, there is a very minor chance that something might go wrong when we're removing it with the paint. I'm praying that doesn't happen because I don't really want to have to respray my Lambo. But today, I'm gonna go over everything you need to PLASTIDIP your car, how much each individual thing costs, and the exact step-by-step process to do it. Let's head inside. So you can buy PLASTIDIP pretty much anywhere, whether it's your local auto parts store or even places like Walmart, I think, carry it. It's about $10 a can. There's tons of different colors, and now you can actually make it glossy as well. Now, this is a little bit interesting. I am very much praying that the Lamborghini does not come out like this because that's just the most horrible display I've ever seen. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with pink because this looks absolutely ridiculous, and it's gonna stand out the most against the green to show the process. Let's roll. See, the best part is you can even take your Lamborghini to Pep Boys and get all of the materials, fit it in the trunk. Our next stop is Home Depot. Honestly, we could probably get every single piece of equipment at Home Depot, but the reason being, we want to get tarps and trash bags. Trash bags to cover the wheels so you don't get any overspray on the wheels, and tarps so that we can block out anything that we miss with the blue tape. What happens when you don't block it out is stuff like this. This is like, we didn't plan this. We got overspray all over the license plate, all over the headlights, and that's a pain in the butt and looks terrible. Let's go. It's also definitely a good idea to get some gloves because the PLASTIDIP is going to go everywhere. And don't wear your nicest clothing. Got the plastic tarp so we can cover the stuff we don't want to spray. All in all, I spent $90 on this. Now, I only got 3 cans of PLASTIDIP, and I'll tell you why. For one, this is a Lamborghini, which is a lot smaller than your typical car. And two, for the purposes of this video, I'm only going to be PLASTIDIPing exactly half of the car. It is very important, however, to have thick layers of PLASTIDIP, but before that, it's even more important to make sure the car is clean. If you have any dirt and debris, not only are you going to scratch the car when you remove it, it's also not going to create as good of a bond to the paint so that it lasts for a while. Let's wash it. But before I actually spray the car, I want to give a special shout out to Vincero for sponsoring today's video. I've actually never been more excited to be working with them after seeing some of their latest designs. Check this watch out. It's classy, elegant, it's all black. Not only does it work if you go out at nighttime or if you're just trying to stay low key, I freaking love this thing. If you're looking for a high quality timepiece that has a manufacturing process similar to watches that cost 5 times as much, then Vincero is the watch for you. And because you're Vehicle Virgin subscribers, we're hooking you up with a huge discount. There's an exclusive link in the description below. Click that, you get 15% off your entire purchase. Make sure to watch the rest of the video, but if you're looking to elevate your watch game, make sure to check out Vincero. So check out what VF just sent me. They obviously specialize in high-end exotics, specifically V10s for the most part. Got a nice BMW, got a Lamborghini, nice Porsche. Boom! There's the project car, baby. Prep work is obviously one of the most key components to doing a proper dip job. So we don't want to get any overspray on our emblems or random things like the license plates and windows like you had on that other car. So to prevent that, you got to do careful taping. So things like the headlights, the windows, you can do with blue tape. Then because we're only doing half of the car, I figured instead of blue taping the entire half of the car, we could just run this tarp over one part of it, and then we can run the rest of the tarps over the wheels so we don't spray there. Let's start doing it. So I will say, this is not a quick process. If you're expecting to just buy a couple cans, tape the car down, and do this in 3-4 hours, which is what we originally anticipated, it's likely not going to work out that way. Because you want to do the tape job very, very well, so you don't get things like up into your wheel wells or your tires, it takes some serious patience. But we're almost done. We've only got one thing left to tape up, and that is the Lamborghini emblem. This car has been interesting, to say the least, to tape up, especially with how complex the front splitter is. Hopefully your car is going to be a lot less angular and complex than that, and I can't wait to start spraying. I couldn't even tell you the name of this color if I tried, but I felt like this would stand out the most. Now, unfortunately, right as I've taped up the entire car, James goes, "What are you doing?"
I did this to my last car, my last Camaro, and I sold it because it took off the clear coat of the whole entire car. So, have fun.
I'm terrified. This is one of the most dangerous and potentially most expensive videos I've ever filmed. Talked to a bunch of people about this, and they're saying that it is fine and won't cause paint damage, and then I've got my best friend who says it literally of his car so bad that he sold the car. And I got a little spray here on the ground. It's Barbie pink, baby. Now let's put this thing on the Lambo. So step one is to do a base coat. You want to spray it very, very light, almost so you can still see through it. That way it starts to bond to the paint itself, not a permanent bond. Then you wait about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 in between layers. We want to do like 6 to 7 layers. The biggest problem with PLASTIDIP is if you don't put this on with enough layers, then it's going to be extraordinarily hard to peel off. Sure, you could probably get a good coat in maybe 2 coats, but when it's time to pull it off, good luck with that. And good luck to me, because I'm terrified. I'm about to just fully send this. I actually am like afraid to pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
This is horrifying. Honestly, I'm most scared about the aftermarket hood. I trust that the Lamborghini paint isn't gonna come off, even though this paint is OEM. I know it wasn't done at the factory, so we'll see. So I got a really light layer on the front of the car. This is gonna be the base layer. Yes, you can still see through it, and yes, it's splotchy, but we've got 6 more layers to go. Gonna wait about 15 minutes. This is one of the most terrifying things I've ever done. It actually is starting to look pretty cool. And if you found this video useful so far or entertaining, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, for those of you who think that this is my wrap reveal, no, I'm just doing this for a video to show you guys how to PLASTIDIP a car and have a little fun with the Lamborghini. I don't know where this second strap goes. I've never used a dual strapper before. So I just thought thought of this funny idea. I'm gonna FaceTime my dad. He texted me, he said he hasn't heard from me in a while, wondering how I'm doing. So I'm gonna FaceTime him, tell him how I'm doing, and then ask him what he thinks of the new Lamborghini paint job. Let's see. Dad, why don't you love me? My dad just texted me back. He goes, I'm at an outdoor concert. What's up? And you can't make this up. Then the next one is it Farshad? Nobody else FaceTimes other than Farshad. All right, I'm gonna send him a picture and see what he thinks. All right, I need your opinion on my new color choice.
Oh, we're doing this?
Oh, what? You guys actually went for it.
You told us to. Were we not supposed to?
Oh boy. Hey, I'm gonna send you a video. The FaceTime isn't working. This is what my dad just said. No Wi-Fi where I am. Color choice for what? Video delivers? Oh that's awesome. That's really not the response I was expecting, but touche, Dad. So we're running out of PLASTIDIP. I figured we needed about 6 cans for this, probably 12 in total. The most important thing is having enough layers on there so that you can peel it off, and obviously so that it can appear to be hot pink. I've got my friends calling literally every store. They've called like 10, and there aren't any. All right, we got some potential?
He said maybe they have it.
Okay, this is like the 10th place I've called. I'm praying this Pep Boys has this. Apparently they have some type of...
It's called Blaze Pink Blast.
And how many of those do you have?
4.
All right. Could you, any chance you could bring the 4 to the counter, and I'll be there in like 10 minutes right before you close?
Shouldn't be a problem, yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Can we take the vet? Because I can't move.
Yeah.
Well, James is loaning us the Z06 because we got to get there in the next 10 minutes because they are about to close. I'm praying that it's the right pink color. Whew, this is exciting. All right, we got it, and it's the same color. And the smart car up here looks like it was PLASTIDIP'd by a blind person. Because I'm not that good at it, clearly so far, but whoever did that. Quite gone to plan. Unfortunately, my car now looks like a combination of Play-Doh and Sweet Tarts. It isn't the best application, and now it's pitch black, so I've got all my friends holding their iPhones so that you can actually see the job. The plan is to continue this tomorrow, to get a whole bunch more PLASTIDIP so we can make that coat super thick so that it's easier to remove and it doesn't look like it has some sort of disease on it. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh man. It's the next day now. This has been an incredibly long process. In fact, I've gone to 3 different Pep Boys and rated every single store in a 50-mile radius for their blaze pink colored PLASTIDIP. Ideally, I'd like about 2 more coats on it. Obviously, it's not perfectly even because my spraying technique isn't ideal, but I'm pretty excited to see what this is gonna look like. Of course, it already looks ridiculous with all of the blue tape taken off. Well, it does appear that it's very easy to take off, so that's a plus, but it's such a good juxtaposition of the horrid finish of the pink. Now, I actually think it might look good if this was professionally done with PLASTIDIP and just a sprayer. It doesn't cost that much to buy a sprayer. And then the smooth OEM paint. Well guys, 2 days of hard work and half of the Huracan. Can you believe this is only half is completed. Honestly, the hardest part of the entire process, which I learned 5 minutes ago, is taking off the blue tape or any type of material you use to make sure you don't get any overspray without actually peeling the wrap off. If I was gonna leave this for a long time, honestly, I'm taking this off tomorrow, then I would have tried to do this much more cleanly, but I think you guys get the point. Now tomorrow, that's where things get really interesting. We're gonna attempt to take this thing off and go over, is PLASTIDIP actually safe for your paint? Because I don't know underneath here if everything is all good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and I look forward to seeing you next video.